Bet they hear these words and call me foolish. Call me stupid, like what the hell I'm doing. I've been in the studio and focused on my music. Got no time to push you by them hoes that you been screwing up. Cause I know where I stand. Know I got the key to your heart in my nightstand. You gon' find it testing out the waters and it's exciting. Welcome back, CHRISSY CREW, and thank you guys for tuning in to another video. And as you guys can tell by the title of this video, we're gonna be doing a Valentine's Day look, story time, get ready with me kind of vibe thing. Just so you guys know, I did take my lashes off. As you guys can see, I don't have lashes on. They were irritating me. And I didn't want to keep messing with them because my eyes would keep tearing and I didn't want that. So I did take them off, but towards the end of the video, I do have some on. So you guys are gonna see how it looks with lashes. But I had to take them off just because they just kept bothering me and I didn't want to mess up the whole look. So if you guys are new to this channel, welcome to my channel. And if you guys have not subscribed yet, please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to be a part of the CHRISSY CREW. And if you guys like this video, want to see more get ready with me's or story times or, you know, just talk through kind of videos, please make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up so I can know and do these kinds of videos for you guys. And make sure you guys comment down below as well what other videos you want to see from me. So without further ado, let's get right into the video on this look and my experience on trying out for American Idol. Okay guys, so let's get right into it. So I'm going to be doing a Valentine's Day look and doing a story time, as I asked you guys on my Instagram if you follow me, what did you guys want to see in my next video? And I got voted a lot for a Valentine's Day look. And then I said, you know what, I will do a story time get ready with me as well. So I'm not really going to be going too into the makeup products that I'm using. I'll definitely link everything in the description box below of what I use, but I'll show you guys like as I go, just some of the things that I'm using so you guys can see. So I haven't prepped my face yet. I figured I'd do everything on camera with you guys. Please excuse these marks on my face. They're kind of like scars now because I kept popping them. So guys, don't pop your pimples. They leave scars. I'm gonna go in with skin prep. This is my daily hydration moisturizer from e.l.f. I love this. If you guys checked out my best of 2020 video, then you would see this product in there. And yeah, so let's get right into it. So today's story time is going to be about the time that I auditioned for American Idol. Now, a lot of people don't know that I used to sing, and if you knew me growing up, then you knew I was always singing. So it's either you know or you don't know. There's no like in between anything. It's like you know or you don't. So let's get into like how I started singing and, you know, just I guess my life story of music. So honestly, I can't remember when I started singing. I would say I was definitely young. My mom told me that as a kid, I used to always, obviously back then we had VCRs because we wasn't as, you know, advanced in technology as we are now. So we had VCRs, and my favorite movie of all time is The Little Mermaid. I love all Disney movies actually, but Little Mermaid is definitely my favorite. So according to my mom and to my family, when I was watching Little Mermaid, I used to always press stop, play, and rewind. And then through the whole movie, I was always singing the songs that played. I knew like all the words. So it was just like one of my favorite movies for sure. And then growing up, I just like, I don't know, I just was always singing, but I was always super, super shy. So I feel like maybe my singing started because of church. I used to be in church choir with my sisters and people that I grew up with. We always went to church and we were in the choir. So I feel like that's where it really started. I wasn't like really old enough to be in the choir, but I was always there when they were practicing and when, you know, mass was there. I am Catholic, so I grew up in a Catholic church. I do have, you know, all my church duties or whatever you call it. I was baptized, I had my communion, and I had my confirmation. So if you are Catholic, then you know, like when you get your confirmation or when you do your confirmation, you pick a kind of saint name to add on to your name. I don't remember like what the reason is that for, but you pick a saint name. So my church's name is Saint Cecilia, and I picked this Saint Cecilia as well because after looking her up, she was the saint of music. So for me, I just felt like it really connected to me, and of course that was my church's name, so I loved it. So my name has Cecilia in it as my confirmation name. I'm gonna get into the eyes quickly. So I'm gonna be using these two palettes today, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina collection. This is the volume 4, and I'm going to be using the Nikita Dragon Morphe palette as well, just because they have a lot of pinks in it. I was debating against doing pink just because the pink stains my eyes, and honestly, like,
pink is very Valentine's Day, but I wanted to do something like a little different than that pink. But I'm definitely gonna go into some kind of pink or purple. We'll see what happens. So I'm gonna go for a purple Valentine's Day look. I think that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and with the C4 here, it's a light purple shade. Getting back into my story. So yeah, that was my confirmation name, that was my church's name, so I felt like it just fit me. So I grew up singing in the church. We used to have like pageant shows and just, you know, your Sunday mass. We sang. Again, I wasn't like old enough to be in the choir, but I was always there. And then when I got to the age to be, I guess, old enough to join the choir, I was in it. My sisters were in it, so that's why I was always there. We were always at church. I wouldn't say we were angels, but yeah, we definitely were always in church for some reason. So that's, I feel like that's where it really started, when I was in church. And then just growing up, like, people just used to know that I can sing. So like my mom, whenever I was out with my mom, we would like, let's say, go to the pizzeria. Like, I remember this all the time. I used to go to my local pizzeria and I would sing for Zeppos. So I would sing in exchange. They would give me free Zeppos. And anywhere I went, even the pizzeria, if I was at my mom's job, like anytime I was asked to sing, I always got so nervous, and I would tell them not to look at me. So you could not look at me. You would have to turn around, or you would have to close your eyes, or if there was a door, I would hide behind the door. So there's been many times that I've hid behind a door to sing. I've maybe hid behind a curtain or on the other side of the wall, or I literally would turn around and you couldn't look at me. So either I was turning around or you were turning around. I was just always very shy, and even till this day, like, I'm still shy. If I'm asked to sing, or like if I want to sing, whatever, I'm always just shy. It's like you have to catch me in the moment while I'm doing it. You can't ask me to sing for you, because then I get like I lock up and I don't want to do anything. So I would do a lot of like karaoke things, like as the time, you know, as I grew older, like I would end up doing like karaoke things, or like I used to go to Yogi Bear, which is this kind of like, I wouldn't say it's Catholic or like church, or I guess it's Christian, but they would like pick you up from your neighborhood or come to your neighborhood and do like games and stuff, and you would win prizes, but they would preach to you about church or preach to you about God and being nice to people and loving everybody and things like that. So I would sing there. I would literally sing anywhere, but again, I would have to have you close your eyes or like turn around or whatever the case is. So what I always wanted to do was be a singer, and my goal as a child was, when I was 16, like I wanted to be it. I wanted to be famous. I wanted to be a young singer. So like, even though I was shy, I was always doing things to sing. So whether that was doing karaoke somewhere or just singing for people, I even like tried to go to New Apollo. Someone tried to help me, but it never worked out. But I tried to go to New Apollo and sing on there. So it was a lot. I was trying to do it younger, but I really didn't like push myself enough to go and do it, I guess you can say. As I got into, let's say, I don't want to say high school, but like, because again, I was always singing, but as I grew up, I was like, you know what, I want to go to a performing arts high school and I want to sing, and that's what I really want to do. And performing arts high school in the city was my top choice. That's where I wanted to go. But I tried out for LaGuardia, I tried out for performing arts, I tried out for Frank Sinatra, I tried out for literally anything that had a singing program in there, I tried out for. So of course my first choice, as I said, was the performing arts high school. My next choice, I really didn't want to do LaGuardia, but my mom was like, you know what, you should do LaGuardia. So I remember I did that one. I didn't care for that one. I think my second choice was like Frank Sinatra, just because I knew who Frank Sinatra was. I believe that was my second choice. And then my third choice was Talent Unlimited. So I didn't get into my top two choices. When I went to audition for performing arts, I actually was sick. I ended up being sick that day. So my voice was like super hoarse. And they had us singing, I believe they had us singing like Christmas songs, because I think it was like around Christmas time when the auditions took place. And I remember I had to sing Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, whatever that song is. But I was so sick, so like it didn't sound good. It didn't sound how it should, or how I know I can sing it. So unfortunately, I couldn't reschedule that audition, so I had to audition the way that I was. And I know that's why I didn't get into it. And you know what, it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm not mad at it. And when I tried out for Frank Sinatra, I believe I had to sing like the Star Spangled Banner, and I didn't know at the time how to sing a cappella or sing like with live music, like a piano and things like that. So I think my notes and my keys were like really off. And also keep in mind, like when I was younger, I knew nothing about music. I just knew how to sing to a beat. I knew how to sing over a song. I knew how to sing like that or sing with someone. I didn't know, you know, the range of my voice. I didn't know, you know, notes. I didn't know how high I can go. I didn't know the difference in pitches. Like, I knew the difference in pitches in the sense of like how I can sing it, but I didn't know the actual like technicalness of it, of like, you know, making sure your pitch is right and you're on key and all that stuff. So I was very, very new to music. And again, like, my voice, you can say, was very soulful. So like I had a very soulful voice. I sung a lot of Mary J. Blige and SWV and Mariah Carey and like Whitney Houston. Like those were the things that I would always sing. So I didn't really know about, you know, this. I know, of course I know about the Star Spangled Banner, but I didn't really know about like, you know, like I said, like keys and octaves and intervals and whatever, all that other stuff. So going into Frank Sinatra, that was difficult for me because I just really didn't know. And then when I auditioned for Talent Unlimited, it was more like it was a performing arts high school. They had like, you know, your instrumentals there. They had dance there, where it's like ballet and modern. They had acting, they had musical theater, and then they had vocal. So when I auditioned there, I felt like that one fit me a little bit more. I don't remember what I sang to audition, honestly. I think I sang Celine Dion, if I'm correct, but I honestly can't remember at all what I sang. But that one, I can't even remember how my audition process went for that one. So I can't tell you that I knew I was going to get into it or I knew I was going to get selected or not. But I ended up getting chosen for that. So I went to Talent Unlimited High School. And when I got there, it just like, it kind of sucked the love of music out of me. And that's sad to say because, you know, I really loved music and I really, like, that was what I wanted to do. That was, you know, my goal in life. But when I got there, it just wasn't what I expected. And I guess it's because they taught you really classical music and, you know, different languages. I learned songs in Italian and Japanese and French and all that, but that's not the type of music I was into. So I guess for me, it just didn't, like, I just didn't care for it. So year after year, like, my love for it just kind of backed away and slowed down. I did record some music on my own. I did go to the studio and do a couple of songs, but still, like, I just kind of got unmotivated during high school for it. So I learned a lot in high school though. I learned a lot in my music classes. I learned all the differences with the octaves and like keys and all that stuff. Can I remember all that now? Kind of, sort of. Can I explain it to you? No, but like if a music sheet is in front of me, I definitely can understand the music and understand the tempo and like all that good stuff. But I can't sit here and tell you like terms and things. No, definitely not. So high school, I started to just like I said, just kind of fall out of love with the whole kind of art of music and the love of music. Of course though, like when I would go on vacation or like if I was somewhere out of state or just doing something fun, I definitely still did my karaoke and still, you know, of course sang because that's what I do, but I sang what I wanted to sing. I didn't sing, you know, what was forced upon me that I didn't really want to sing and enjoy, which was the music that I was learning in school. And am I grateful to have learned it? Yes, of course, because, you know, I understand music in a different way now, but like I said, it wasn't what I thought or expected. I just expected for music school to like the music I liked and be like with pop and like R&B and all that stuff. I didn't expect it to be what it was. So again, it is what it is. I'm happy that I went there and of course, you know, learned what I learned. But would I have gone somewhere else instead of a music school? I really don't know. I really don't know, because at the time when I was deciding on high schools, like my main thing was like I wanted to go to a performing arts high school. I wanted to pursue music. I wanted to sing, and it just didn't get there. So anywho, I don't remember what year it was that I ended up doing American Idol. It was definitely after high school. I used to always watch American Idol. Obviously, I love to sing, so that was definitely a show that I always kept up on and paid attention to and wanted to be a part of. So quick update on the eyes. Obviously, you guys see I'm doing a halo eye. So I used a couple colors in here. I used this A3, this C4 shade, and then I went in with the Morphe and Nikita palette. Right now I'm using this shade here, which is Mama Dragon, and that's what I'm putting on my outer corners. And honestly, guys, I can't even see how this looks because this light is blinding me. I'm trying not to block my view for you. Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. And I'm not gonna do a cut crease halo. I don't want to do all that. I'm just going to just do a kind of smoked out halo, something simple. And so I don't know if I'm all over the place with the story, but yeah, so in high school, that was my thing, that was my issue, and I was just like, you know, I don't know how I feel about this anymore. I don't know if this is what I want to pursue. I don't know if this is what I want to do. So towards the end of high school, I would say like my senior year is when I started getting into like food and wanting to cook and wanting to bake. Like I started becoming obsessed with cupcakes, obsessed with sweets and baking. Like I always loved to eat it, but like when I tell you guys I was obsessed, like I was obsessed with cupcakes. So that's where I started my name from, my cupcake name, high school. That was the only thing that I was thinking about. I wanted to go to school for baking. I wanted to go to a culinary school. The music kind of like died there for me. But after high school, I don't know, I guess I just had this like change of heart for a second. And I said, you know what? I want to audition for American Idol. And I looked it up, like, you know, when the auditions were for New York or like in Jersey, just so that I can, you know, prepare myself, see what I need. And again, I honestly can't remember the exact date. It was in Jersey. I went to the IZOD Center, I believe. And guys, when I tell you, it was a long process. It was a long process. So I went with my mom. She came with me both days. And so the first day, when I tell you there was so many people there, like, I know you guys, if you watch American Idol, you guys see it on American Idol, like the lines and things, like, that's real. Like, it was long. And I don't know what time people got there. I remember if it was I want to say it was the first day, like the first day waiting to get your numbers. So basically the first day you go and you wait online, and there were campers there. There were people waiting in line with their chairs, with their tents, with their food. There was vendors there, like there was everything there that you needed. I think we definitely got there early in the morning. I want to say like 5 or 6, because you know, we knew about the lines and things like that. But even us getting there at that time, we were still all the way around the building, like rows and rows and rows behind. So we waited online for hours, like hours before it even opened the doors. So that day, like I said, that's the day that you get your number to audition. So the more further front in the line you were, that's obviously the faster number that you get. And you know, with all those people there, they filled that stadium up. So that day they had, you know, press around, they had people with cameras, you know, going around talking to other people, some people singing, doing things like that, you know. So they had all that, which was cool. Again, I can't remember exactly how many hours it took, but we were there all day. So like we didn't leave till, it was still light out, but I want to say like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So getting there at 5 o'clock in the morning, like you're there for hours. It was definitely a good experience. I can't remember if, I'm sorry guys, this literally, so I graduated high school in 2009. I will be 30 this year. God help me. I'll be 30 this year. So I want to say this was probably 2010. And if not, it was 2000, like summer 2009. So it was pretty quickly after I graduated high school. So yeah, we waited for a while. I feel like we've probably talked to people, me and my mom. We are, you know, personable. We talk to people. I want to say we probably like talked to people we were waiting next to. If not, we just were talking to ourselves, just like, you know, trying to make time pass. I'm sure my mom probably bought a book with her. Like she was always reading at that time. So she probably brought something with her to read. Me probably was listening to my iPod. I definitely wasn't one of those people that were out there like singing and showing off their skills, because like I said, I'm shy. So I'm not gonna be the one doing that. No way, Jose. It was just a long process. So that was the day one. And then when we got to the front, so basically when we got to the front, I feel like we had to bring maybe like our IDs and stuff like that so they can copy it. It was like a wristband. So with the wristband, that would tell us like what level we're on. It'll have like our number on it. So when we came back the next day, like we can just go into the building. The next day we go, and I don't think we left as early because now we have our numbers assigned. We have our places that we're gonna be. So there's no need for us to stand online. There's no need for us to wait. Unless you waited, like unless you didn't come that day, like the day that I went, I think that there was a line to try to get in to get a spot. The next day we just went in. So again, it was me and my mom. My aunt dropped us off, and when we got into the stadium, we were, I don't know if you guys know what the Azad Center Stadium looks like. It's basically just like your regular off, you know, sports center stadium, whether like you're playing, going to watch a basketball game, like things like that. So we were, I want to say like not at the tippy top, but like right underneath the tippy top. So imagine being right underneath the tippy top. There was no assigned seating, so you were just in that section, so you can sit wherever in that section. Really quickly, with my eyes, I think I'm done with my eyes. What I'm gonna do right now quickly is I'm just gonna take a cotton round and I'm just gonna clean up the under eye, like whatever fell off, if anything fell off. I don't really think I have too much fallout, just some shimmer fallout. So I'm just gonna take some micellar water, put it on the cotton round, and just kind of tap my under eye area. Usually when with this part, this is when I'll kind of clean up the outer eye, but I kind of like this little smoked out look that it has, so I'm just gonna clean a little bit underneath. I'm not really gonna clean too much, but you see all that little fallout came out, so you want to clean up when you do colors. That's why I tend to do my eyes first, depending on like what color I'm doing or what the video is about, so that I'm not wiping off or having all this fallout on my face. And what I'll do next, after I wipe it off, I'll just let it dry down and I'll just add a little bit more of my putty primer. Again, you guys, I will list in the description box like the stuff I used for my face today, so you guys can see what I prep my face with, but it's pretty much all the standard things that I've mentioned in all my other videos. If you guys have not checked out my best of 2020 videos, pretty much everything that I'm using today is in it, so I'll leave a link up here if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, like I said, also I'll list it in the description box. So I'm gonna go in with my face now. I'm gonna go in with my healthy foundation from Physician Formula. The next day comes, so now we're sitting in our bleachers all the way in the top, and they start out with the people on the bottom. So whoever's on the floor, and I believe the people on the floor were people that won like from Disney or had gotten like some kind of certificate or like whatever, like a pass from somewhere. So I'm pretty sure they don't have it now, but Hollywood Studios used to have a American Idol like section. So you can go there, and basically it was like a American Idol audition, and whoever won from that day, like you will go in the morning and audition for a spot for that day, and then at a certain time you would have people, like they will open it up for the people that were at the park, and then you can watch the people perform and kind of like vote for who you like. And then I believe whoever won from that, they were given like fast pass tickets to audition in real life. So like they didn't have to wait on the long lines that I waited on. They would just like, they skipped the whole thing and were able to go before everyone. So those were the people that were sitting on the floor. I think card holders, like when you have like an American Express or like something like that, they do like things like that. So those were the people that were sitting down there. So they went through the floor first and then made their way around the bend, like I don't want to say clockwise because I don't know like what you would consider clockwise from where I was sitting. So they just made their way around. So it took another hours. So during that time, you literally have nothing to do. You're sitting there, you have a book, you walk around, you go to the bathroom. I don't think you can leave the actual stadium, but they obviously, you know, in all of the sports stadiums, they have, you know, concession stands and things like that. So you were able to get food, charge your phone, go on your iPads. I don't know if iPads were out then, but like definitely iPods were out. Your laptops, whatever you had with you, that's what you were doing when you were waiting. So again, I don't know what I was doing. I probably was reading or just talking to my mom or just listening to music. Probably got really bored, maybe took a nap because I was there forever. There was 3 steps you had to do, like 3 auditions you had to do before you got to the main judges. And I think at that time, I want to say J-Lo was a judge. I could be lying. I really don't know who was a judge. Definitely not Mariah Carey, because I know at one point Mariah Carey was a judge, but I don't think it was Mariah Carey. Obviously Simon Powell, he was always a judge. I believe Randy Jackson. I think it was the regular judges, Paula, Randy, and Simon, if I'm not mistaken. But you had to pass 2 other rounds before you got to them. So this is the times where they pick all the funny people, like the ones that come in costumes, because of course you had those people. They would pick people that were actually good, and I believe they had like probably 10 stations there with one person or 2 people sitting there, and it will be five people per station auditioning. So you would have to stand in a row with 4 other people, and then first person would go, the next person would go, the next person, like that, and then whoever they like, they would have you step forward and then say, okay, you made it to the next round. So during my whole time waiting there, I saw like a whole bunch of people go through, even the ones in costumes, and I'm just like, oh my god, please, you know, I hope I can make it through at least to the first round or whatever. So finally, it's our turn to go. I mean, my turn to go. I go down there, and as I mentioned to you guys, I'm nervous. I'm shy. So I'm the last one to go, I think. And I can't remember how the other people sounded. And I honestly don't think that anyone that I auditioned with made it. But there was people that were like, please give me another chance. Like, let me show you, like begging for another chance and stuff. I don't do that. And I wasn't gonna do that. But also, like, I knew I messed up when I was singing. So, you know, when you audition for things like this, you wanna pick a song that's gonna accentuate your voice, that's really going to, you know, show your skills. And I didn't do that, guys. I really didn't do that. I think I picked one of the worst songs that you could pick for an audition. I picked something that I knew I can sing, you know, and sound good, but it didn't show off my skills. And one thing about me, before high school, I definitely was a belter. So like, I sung like Mariah Carey. Like, I hit those high notes. Like, I was one of those singers that I sung loud, you know, I had a range. And then when I got to high school, I kind of got categorized into being an alto, which altos are more of your lower tone females. So a soprano is the ones that can sing high. That's a Whitney Houston, that's a Mariah Carey. An alto is a Queen Naija. An alto is, well, Queen can definitely hit high notes as well, but her tone is still low. So Queen Naija is definitely an alto. Ciara's an alto. Some of Mary J. Blige's songs are altoness, if that's a word, but so that's what it is. So I was considered an alto. So I ended up like kind of not singing the way I used to and belting and like, you know, really exploring my voice the way that I was when I was younger. So it was hard for me to sing higher songs. And I don't want to say hard, but I wasn't used to singing, you know, such a high pitch anymore. So the song that I chose was, are you guys ready? I'm kind of embarrassed actually, but the song that I chose was Ciara, Miss Ciara, One Two Step. I chose And I. So if you know that song, it's a love song, and it's a very low song. You know, she has pretty much no high pitches in that song. It's just a very kind of like low bass song, and that's what I chose to sing, like a dummy. I don't know why. I just felt like, you know, that at the time that song definitely fit my voice properly, but I definitely always look back and say to myself, why the fudge, why did I choose that song? Like what in my right mind thought it was okay for me to sing that song? So that's why I didn't make it in. So I didn't ask to sing it again. I mean, I sounded good, but like I said, it's a very low song. So like, I'm not showing my skills. I'm not showing my range. I'm not showing what I can do. So I didn't make it past the first round. And when I left, I was devastated. Obviously, I was crying so much. I remember I was talking to my boyfriend on the phone on my way home. I didn't even want to talk. Like, I was just crying because this was my dream. Like, that was always my dream since I was 16, because I remember you had to be 16 years old to audition for American Idol. So I always just wanted to reach the age 16 so I can go and audition, because I just really felt like I can do it, even though like I was always so shy. Like, I just felt like I can do it. So, you know, I was devastated when I didn't make it, but I told myself, you know what, at least you tried. At least you went out there and you tried. There's not even many people that go out and try to do it, and you did. So be proud of yourself. It's okay. You can try again. It's not the end of the world. So I kind of got over it. It is what it is. And yeah, that's my audition for American Idol. I did not ever go back to audition again. And but I did audition for America's Got Talent, and that one was a lot more different than American Idol. Definitely a lot different because you know, America's Got Talent is not just about singing. It's about people who actually have talent. So this one was, I don't know how much longer after American Idol. Let's say probably a year or two, maybe probably like a year or so afterwards. This audition was actually in the Javits Center in the city. So my boyfriend came with me to that one. We probably got there at like 4 o'clock in the morning. There were people already online for that one, but the line was not as long as the American Idol one. So although we were around the bend, we still were like in the front. So the line definitely got so much more longer. So we got there at a really good time. Like I said, it was, you know, America's Got Talent is a mix of things. So it's people that dance, people that tap dance, people that act, people that have these like crazy talents, you know, like just different things. So they made you wait in, if you guys ever been to Javits Center, then you know that it's like there's different levels, like maybe 2 or 3 different levels, but it's huge open lot because, you know, that's where they have convention shows. It's a convention center, so that's where they have all their convention shows, the car show, the comic book show, beauty, the beauty show, beauty con, and all that stuff. So that's where all that is. So I don't remember if it was like the first floor or the second floor that we went on, but once we got inside, my boyfriend was able to come with me and stay with me throughout the whole time. Once we got inside, they had you separate into what you were doing. So if you were singing, you went into like this section. If you were dancing, over here. If you were tap dancing, like whatever the case is, they separated it. So we were definitely there less time than I was in American Idol. Again, we had a good spot. We got there at a decent time, so we didn't have to sit all day and wait online or like wait for our turn. So again, I can't really put a time frame on how long we stayed just because I really can't remember. I got into that audition. It was again another like 5 people, and they gave you options of what to sing. So you couldn't just sing your own song. They told you to sing like Amazing Grace or Star Spangled Banner or something like that. I think. If not, then I just chose to sing Amazing Grace because I felt like that one was a better way for me to show my range, and I definitely didn't want it to mess up again and do something like a freaking Ciara song. So I picked Amazing Grace, and I think I did a really good job at that. So the way that well, I really don't know how their process was because I didn't see anyone, or that I remember I didn't see anyone going into other areas after the audition. So what they told us is that they would reach out to us after the auditions of who got chosen. So now that I think about it, maybe they just said that to the people that they knew they weren't going to choose, and then whoever they did choose, they had them stay and then gave them like a ticket or whatever. I don't know, but I didn't get chosen for that either, and it's okay. You know, I moved past it. I wasn't as upset at this one like I was the American Idol, just because with this one I think that when I auditioned, like I already knew the deal from my American Idol audition, so like I didn't take it as hard. And also like I wanted to audition and try and really do a good job, but also like I told myself if I don't make it, it's okay, like at least I tried. It wasn't like a mission for me to make it, like how it is for some other people, like this is their dream, this is what they want to do. This one wasn't my dream, but it was something that I wanted to try again and see like where it could take me, what can happen. But I was impressed about it. Like I wasn't like, if this doesn't come through, like I'm gonna die. Like it wasn't nothing like that. So that is basically a story. Obviously I'm not finished with my makeup, so we're gonna go ahead and continue on with other stories. I don't regret ever auditioning for American Idol. I'm happy that I did it. It's something that I can talk about with, you know, my children whenever I have. It's something that I can talk about with people that don't know me and want to get to know me. It's just a nice experience that I did, and who knows, by the time I do have children and by that age, if American Idol is even going to be around again, for them to even know. So I'm happy to have said that I've been a part of it. I don't even know who won that season. I didn't watch it because I was so upset. So I don't even know who won that season. I don't know how that season went. I don't remember anything about that season. And it's okay. Same for America's Got Talent. Like I said, I wasn't like I really didn't care too much about the America's Got Talent. So like I didn't follow up and see like how the season went or anything like that. I'm pretty much almost done with my face. I'm just going in with my Wet n Wild. Other stories that I have about singing and stuff. My aunt used to have like a Muay Thai gym out in Brooklyn, and whenever she would have like host fights and stuff, I always was the person that would sing like the national anthem and help out. Or like if she had a fight not at her location and somewhere else, she usually recommend me to sing Star Spangled Banner. So like I've been to a couple places to kind of open up Muay Thai fights and things like that, which is pretty cool. I went on a couple cruises, and during my cruise, you know, they have karaoke, so I would go do karaoke. And one day I was doing my karaoke, and one of the people on the ship went up to me and asked me if I wanted to participate in one of the activities that was on the boat. And if you guys, I'm just gonna do my lips, so I'm using the Retro Paradise lip liner, one of my favorites. So one of the people on the boat came up to me and asked me like if I wanted to be a part of their show. And I'm like, okay, like what is it? And it was just like a lip syncing show. So if you ever go on a cruise, they have like, well, I don't know how cruises are now, but this was back in like 2017 probably. 2007. And they had a whole bunch of different shows. So like they have, you know, dance shows, ice skating shows, like a whole bunch of different things. So they were doing like I think like an 80s or 90s show, like an 80s show. So you had to come like dressed up like in the 80s, and it was cute. So they asked me if I wanted to lip sync and be Madonna. And I'm like, oh my God, yeah, that's so cute. So I ended up like going on the boat. I mean, obviously I was on the boat. I ended up going backstage a different night, whatever night the show was on. And they had me like put some like fishnet gloves on that were like leather, like some leather things on top. They had me wear like a tutu. And I had no idea. What this song, what song? Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I think it was Girls Just Want to Have Fun, if that's by Madonna. Whatever. Or Cyndi Lauper? Maybe I was Cyndi Lauper. I don't know. I was either Cyndi Lauper or Madonna. So they had me dressed up and lip sync to that song, and it was so cute. I didn't know all the words because I just never really listened to that song before. Or I probably did, but like obviously I was young, so I didn't know all the words or know anything really too much about it. So I sang what I knew, and yeah, it was super cool. It was a good experience, you know. I literally sing karaoke every single night. During the day, I would go to the kids karaoke and sing there. During the night, I would go to the adult karaoke and sing there. And I even did a competition on there, but so the thing with me is like when I would sing, if I ever messed up, I would get so emotional because I hated cracking. I hated sounding like dumb. So whenever I felt like I did that, like I would break down. So I remember on this night, it was like I said, it was a competition night. And I was singing Christina Aguilera, Voice Within. And during that song, I cracked when I tried to hit the high note, and I literally stopped in the middle of the song and I walked off the stage and I started crying. Like I was so upset. I was so embarrassed. For me, like I just get super embarrassed if I mess up or anything like that. Like I just get embarrassed and I shut down, and that's what I definitely did, especially since I am shy. When I do sing, if it sounds crazy, like I'm just like, I just lose all my confidence. I lose everything, and you know, it's sad. But I broke down and I started crying, and you know, my mom came to console me and all that. She's like, it's okay, it's okay. So I don't think I ended up going back on stage for the rest of the trip, but I think it was also like towards the end of the trip, so it wasn't like that big of a deal. But I definitely, like I said, I break down super easy if I'm embarrassed, or like if I'm shy or whatever the case is. So I'm just adding like some dark purple under my eye here. I know this is not your traditional Valentine's look, guys, but I wanted something still in the Valentine kind of area, but not like your classic pink. So I'm adding some pink on my lower lash line just to bring that in, but I didn't want it to be the main focus of my look for sure. I didn't want that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyelashes quickly off camera, and then I will be back to just show you how it looks with lashes and finish this story time up. So okay guys, so this is the final look with lashes, and as I mentioned, I will list all the products that I use in the description box below. So if you guys want to see what I use, you can definitely check that out. Moral of the story is American Idol did not work out for me. America's Got Talent did not work out for me, but that should not stop you or anyone else for following their dreams and doing what they love. Although singing is not a part of my life right now, it's not a part of my journey, is not a part of what I'm supposed to be. I'm so happy that I got to experience it. I'm so happy that I followed my dreams at the time, and I'm so happy that I continue to follow my dreams right now. I had no idea where life was going to take me, and I'm super happy with the decisions that I'm making in my life right now for what I want to do, whether it's makeup, my YouTube, and other things that I'm working on. You know, I believe that God has a plan for you, and whatever happens because it's supposed to happen, and whatever does not happen because it's not supposed to happen. And if you're not a big believer in God or religious, I'm sorry that some of this video has that in there, but you know, my faith has really brought me so far over the past couple of years, and I cannot go a day without praying. I cannot go a day without thanking God for the good and the bad that happens in my life, because you know, it's supposed to happen, and things happen for you to learn and to get better and to just change things that should be changed, or whatever the case is. So you know, right now where I am in life, I'm happy. I'm happy that I started my YouTube channel last June. You know, I'm grateful for where I'm at right now. My channel is growing, and I'm so appreciative for all of you guys that have subscribed, and for all of you guys that continue to support me, continue to watch my videos, continue to like my videos, continue to post my videos. It does not go unnoticed. I appreciate all of you guys so much. And I just hope that everyone out there is doing what they can to make themselves happy, especially during this time. This is the time to focus on you, to focus on your dreams, to focus on whatever it is that you guys want to accomplish yourselves. I am truly taking 2021 by the hands, and I'm running with it, and I'm doing everything in my power to change my life, to change, you know, just my mindset and things, and really focus on the bigger picture of life and what it offers me and what I want from it. So, you know, I really hope that you guys are doing the same, and I hope you guys continue just to follow your dreams and do whatever it is that makes you happy. So I hope you guys like this look that I came up with. Even though it's not your traditional pink Valentine's look, it's still a Valentine's look for me. It's something that you can definitely wear. Valentine's is not just pink and red, it's purple also. So this is my, you know, rendition of a Valentine's look, if that's even a word. I don't know, I wanted to say something smart in there, but this is my take on a Valentine's look. I really love how it came out. I'm so happy with how it came out, and I hope you guys like how it came out as well. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this story time, this get ready with me. And if you guys have not subscribed to be a part of the CHRISSY crew, before you go, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a big thumbs up if you liked this story time, this get ready with me, this kind of video. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and comment down below what else you guys want to see, what other story times you guys want. Just a big FYI, my next video, I'm going to be looking a little bit different. Your girl's getting her hair done next week, and it's going to be a big change. So stay tuned for that video. But again, I thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.